Welcome to the City of Newport regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, December 9th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Please rise for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge. Thank you. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Debbie Flackinger, sitting in for City Clerk. Can you please call the roll?
Commissioner Radwanski.
Here.
Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Here.
Commissioner Rector.
Here.
Vice Mayor Fennell. Mayor Gadoli.
Here. First item is Commissioner's Order number 78.
In order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Newport, Kentucky, appointing Rosemary Williams to the position of Legal Administrative Assistant effective in the Office of City Manager pursuant to ordinance effective January 1, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All right.
Mayor, Rosemary's worked for us now at the city for a couple of years in various different capacities and part-time roles, and we're very proud and excited to recommend her to the position that Stan Jones is vacating in the legal department as an assistant there. She's going to fill a whole bunch of different roles for us, including some of the citizen boards and different functions during the day. Rosemary's also a Newport resident and very heavily involved, as well as her husband, in the city, and we're very happy to have her.
Thank you, Brian. Now, I noticed you also have a new sign, the Assistant City Manager.
So Larry went ahead and got the sign, but it should have said effective.
All right, January 1st. All right, very good. Any comments or questions on the board?
I would just like to say how proud I am of you, Rosemary. Thank you for being willing to step up to this new position.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Welcome to the microphone.
Well, I'm Rosemary Williams, and first giving honor to God, who's the head of my life, and I'm looking forward to working with some great people.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we did the thank yous, but guess what we still have to do? We have to vote. And we're very excited to vote and continue to grow, for you to grow in your employment here at the city. So please call the roll.
Commissioner Rector.
Yes.
Commissioner Radwanski.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Yes.
Mayor Gadoli.
Yes. Commissioner's Order number 91. That's right. We're patient. It's fine.
In order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Newport, Kentucky, appointing Sean Calero to the position of firefighter paramedic in the Newport Fire EMS Department effective January 6, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Assistant Chief Coors, welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having us. Sean? This is Sean, his wife Alina, and their son Vincent. They're here. Sean, congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Sean comes to us. He lives in Paris, Kentucky. He's actually from California originally. Sean worked with the Fort Mitchell Fire Department for a few years and then went to Lexington in private security firms. Sean has a ranch in Paris. He, horse trainer, right?
Sure.
Yes. So we're looking forward to Sean being with us. I don't really have anything else. Or Sean, I would like to thank all these guys. Sean is the 14th person that we've hired this year.
Wow.
And each and every one of those goes through a training week prior to they getting on shift. So they've worked extremely hard with each and every one of these people. And it's just been an honor to work with them through that.
Thank you. Any questions on the board? Any questions from the public? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Radwanski.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Rector.
Yes.
Mayor Gadoli.
Yes. Congratulations. Welcome.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Everybody fist bump. Might be a little bit.
You get that red hair anyway, huh? There you
Hidden
go.
in there.
Commissioners Order number 92.
An order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Newport, Kentucky, appointing Ethan Newbert to the position of Police Cadet in the Newport Police Department effective December 9, 2024.
So moved.
Second. Chief?
I was able to speak about it a couple weeks ago when we hired our 4 new recruits, but our cadet program has been incredibly successful. We had a lot of applicants, which is a great turn for us right now. With that said, though, if you want to come on up, Ethan, this was the best candidate we had out of the whole slew. We had some very good people. We're still looking at some as well. It's hard to pass up on good people. One of my favorite things about Ethan is he is another generational police officer. One of our other cadets, father was a recruits was a police officer as well. But with that said, Ethan is an amazing talker. He is a very good public speaker. We have grilled him like we always do with new people to see how they're going to do under a little bit of pressure. And I don't always do this, but he's impressed me so much with how good of a talker he is. I'd like him to introduce himself to you and his family as well.
Excellent. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Ethan Newbern. I'm 24 years old. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Madeline, and my little boy, Knox. He will turn 1 on December the 19th. I'm a United States Army veteran where I spent 3.5 years active duty military. I just wanted to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come up here and speak. Chief, thank you for the opportunity to come and work along the other side of the police department and the fellow officers within Newport. I'm looking forward to coming in and becoming a better leader.
Very good.
Nice job.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome aboard. Did we call a question yet?
And we do still have to vote.
Yeah, we do. Have
I like the confidence.
I'm
Love
so
it.
excited tonight.
Right?
Yes,
Love it.
yes. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Recton.
Yes.
Commissioner Radwanski.
Yes.
Mayor Gilby.
Yes. And I'm looking for a motion. We're gonna take a short pause for photographs.
I'd like to make a motion that we recess for pictures.
And clean our stations.
Yep.
We'll read minutes. Debbie, can you call us back in, please?
I can. Commissioner Radwanski?
Here.
Commissioner Smith Morrow?
Yes, I mean
Commissioner
here,
Recton?
yes.
Here.
Mayor Gadoli?
Here. Yes. Public hearings, we have none this evening. Public forum, though, if you have anything that's not on the published agenda, this is the time to speak.
Learn this time to move it up. All right. Hello again. Good to see you all. After the last time I spoke last month, I had spoken a little bit out of passion about.
Can I interrupt for just a second? Can you just put your name and address?
Oh,
on
sure,
the-
yeah. Max Long, Newport, Kentucky, 2 Parkview Avenue, just right around the corner.
Thank you.
But yeah, I gave kind of an impassioned plea to kind of take a closer look into road safety, intersection safety in particular. And a good friend of mine, Bob Yoder, he gave me some information and he sent me a link to the KYTC general website so I can look at some of that data. It was very interesting where this year so far there's been over 1,000 different accidents within the the city of Newport, little old Newport, over 1,000 accidents. That right there tells me that there's a problem. But it's been a challenge identifying where the problem spots are, because while the Newport Police Department does an excellent job of reporting where it happens, there's also reports from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department, the Bellevue Police Department, and it's very difficult to filter those locations. So for example, an intersection that I have a little bit of difficulty with is 11th and Monmouth. Some people write the location 11th and Monmouth. Some people write it Monmouth and 11th. Some people write the intersection of 11th and Monmouth. So when you're filtering that data, it doesn't all compile to the same place. But long story short, I want to be respectful of your time. I'm going through all 1,042 different entries to hopefully identify where those problem spots are so that I can bring that objective data to you, hopefully next month or the month after, so we can have a more constructive conversation about actions that we can take as a city to make our community safer. Thank you.
Hey, Max, are those vehicular?
Yeah, some of them are vehicular. Some of them are actually vehicular pedestrian, God forbid.
Can you, you can sort for that?
You can, yes.
that'd be-
Some of them are vehicular bicycle, actually.
That'd be wonderful.
But some reports are more detailed. Typically, the Newport Police Department, I'll give you kudos, are more detailed. Some of them, I won't name names, are not as detailed. But like I said, trying to go through all of that data so I can compile it into something that is actually usable to take action to make our community safer for people who are walking, biking, and driving.
Wonderful. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else for public forum? Public forum is now closed. Can I get a motion for the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of November 18th and the special meeting of November 26th?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or corrections? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Recton?
Yes.
Commissioner Radwanski?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith Morrow?
Yes.
Mayor Gadoli?
Yes. Moves us to old business. We're almost finished here. Second reading of Commissioners' Ordinance number 16.
An ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Newport, Kentucky, amending Section 150.23A of the Code of Ordinances concerning the appeal of code citations.
So moved.
Second.
Brian?
Mayor, this is just some housekeeping that we found in city ordinance related to the appeal time for code enforcement citations. It shows up in 2 separate locations in the ordinance. One was caught when some changes were made back in 2016. The other was not. It is just taking the 10-day appeal time to 7 to comply with state law.
And that aligns with everything else as well.
That's correct, yes.
Thank you.
Good catch.
Any questions from the board? Questions or comment from the public? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Radwanski?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith Morrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Recton?
Yes.
Mayor Gadoli?
Yes, that moves us to new business. First reading of Commissioners' Ordinance number 20.
An ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Newport, Kentucky, amending Section 31.44 of the Code of Ordinances regarding personnel within the police department.
So moved.
Second.
This is reference the social worker that we've been working on to make sure that it was done correctly. I'm on the mental health board for Northern Kentucky, and I've worked with my colleagues in Boone County and other municipalities to ensure we are going to be using the opioid settlement money appropriately. With any settlement money, the audits are coming. We know they're coming, so we've had to work with finance diligently to ensure that this is going to be an auditable situation and to make sure that we are in full compliance no matter what. That is kind of the reason it's taken a little bit longer than I would like, and also the hiring of the new officers took a lot of time, but we are at the end of that road, and here is the social worker being put into our books. Very excited to start the process of hiring them.
Excellent.
And to date, the opioid settlement money has primarily been used for Narcan in a very limited scope, and the funds are available, and this is a viable spend, and you're just ensuring compliance.
Yes, sir, exactly. And to your point, one of our main original concerns was, to be honest, and I'm sure everybody sees it in the news, the overdoses are down significantly, and meth use is kind of up across the board. So we were looking at it from a perspective of its opioid settlement money. Will we be able to apply this money to things outside of just opioids, which are on the downturn right now, which we finally were able to get our answers with that and find it by legal and the administration, and again, ensure that we're going to be able to do everything properly.
Great, thank you, Chief. Any questions on the board?
Yeah, so the role of the social worker will be primarily what?
The role of the social worker will be I'll just plain talk, a police officer in uniform is inherently intimidating sometimes. It can trigger some feelings for people. A lot of my officers are what are called crisis intervention trained already. Through that training, we do understand that it's important to have the right person talking to anybody who might be going through a mental health crisis or a drug abuse crisis right then. The social worker is going to be somebody specially trained. I'm trained to deal with criminals. We do our best to deal with drug illness and mental illness, but we were not formally trained outside of our 40 hours of crisis intervention training to do so, and it kind of falls on our shoulders a lot of the time. This person will be trained in mental health, so they'll be able to do what I call a lot of detective style work. They're going to do a lot of follow-ups. They're going to develop relationships. They're going to ensure that the people of Newport know every avenue there is to get help whenever they need it, and not only make sure they know, but walk with them through the whole process. So they will have a caseload. They will be working with people specifically. God forbid we have a bad situation where we'll need their help. They will be on call, and they will respond out at any time of the night for us, because there is nighttime calls where 3 in the morning you do need somebody out there to help. It's going to be very demanding. We're very excited to find the right person to fill that position for the residents of Newport.
I'm very excited about it as well. My husband and I have observed your officers in action a few times in situations like this, and I've always been extremely impressed by how they've handled those tough spots. But adding this layer of additional help for someone, it's pretty phenomenal, and the fact that a little city like Newport can do it it's really great. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your kind words, yes.
Anyone else on the board? Anyone from the public? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Smith Morrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Recton?
Sure.
Commissioner Redwanski?
Yes.
Mayor Gaduli?
Yes. Now we're at the difficult part of the meeting. It's department head comments.
Merry Christmas coming up, and thank you all for being our leaders. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief. Does that mean you're the only department head, or are we going to go around the horn?
Speak for everybody if you like.
Assistant Chief Kors.
Merry Christmas.
On behalf of Dan Braun, Merry Christmas.
Come on, Debbie, your first night at the mic. You got to have something to say.
Merry Christmas.
Wow, we got a string here. Brian, Assistant City Manager, effective January 1st.
Thank you. On behalf of the second string that is here tonight, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Not this guy, though. Want to thank Debbie Fleginger for stepping in at a very last minute to fill in tonight. Very much appreciated. Again, Merry Christmas to everybody. And also, again, congratulate Tom Ferromey on a well-deserved retirement effective the end of the year. That's all I have.
Thank you, Brian. Commissioner Recton.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. Merry Christmas. We won't see each other until after the new year. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my fellow board members and the mayor and to the staff. And thank you for everything you do throughout the year. The other thing that was exciting tonight was see two little children out there crying, not crying, but making noises. And it was so nice to see young families here. I appreciate them being here. So thanks. That's all I got.
Thank you. Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Well, of course, echoing the best wishes for the holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm extremely excited about this next phase of our lives, and as our community and the city employees, and the work that you guys have done in hiring these new folks, all that work, and the work that we've done together in bringing Brian on and John on, it's fabulous. I also really want to thank Public Works for the fabulous job that they did cleaning leaves and cleaning the streets in preparation for the East Rose Victorian Home Tour this weekend, and I mean, working right up till the last minute, and the city looked good, and it was a lot of fun. So I really want to express my appreciation to Ray and his team.
Thank you, Julie. Commissioner Yablonsky.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Long, I'll wait my term to do this properly and everything. If you'd be so kind as to give us that data before the end of January, we're supposed to have a board retreat, and that could be something that would be very helpful to have in our hands as we go through that retreat process. So certainly appreciate that. I know it's a lot of work to do that, to filter through all that. I've done my own share of data filtering throughout the years, and I get it. It's a process. So we had our Victorian Christmas tour in the East Row this weekend. I'd like to thank all of the homeowners that took the time and the effort to put up the displays, as well as the bravery to open up their house to total strangers to come through. I've done it twice. It is quite a humbling experience to have people come through your house, as well as to have people compliment you on decorations that you may have done a number of years past, or in this case, my mom, because I don't do the decorations. I'm not good at that. But anyway, Debbie and Scott did an amazing job at the block party, getting everything put together at Scott's gas station flex. It was a really nice turnout for that. People in the neighborhood had a really nice time. And I have one more piece of business. So we are at our annual December board meeting. Operations back around from GE Aerospace to get in touch with the North Pole. And once again, I have gifts for board members this evening. So, Mayor, I have a gift for you, also for your kids.
Thank you.
It is not a bottle of something that you
Looks
might
like
have
a bottle of bourbon.
All right. Sorry, it's not. Sorry to disappoint you. And if you can pass that down to Commissioner Recton and Commissioner Smith-Morrow, feel free to open them, guys. I think you'll be really happy to see what you got this year. So hope everybody in the audience, as well as who are watching at home, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and hopefully have a safe and Happy New Year as well. So you got some chocolate for the kids.
It's a commercial. It's the Maverick chocolate, which was also a sponsor of the Christmas tour this year.
Yeah.
One of many, and I think that that's one of the things that we need to thank. In addition to the homeowners, Mike's done it, I've done it. It's a lot of work. It's stressful leading up to it, and but it's worth it. In the end, your house looks the best it's ever looked, which is fun. But the people that do that, we owe them a debt of gratitude, because 2,000 people, record-breaking 2,000 people went through these homes, which results in a huge fundraising for our community. And that neighborhood does great things, not just in the neighborhood, throughout the community at large. So thankful for all the work of the volunteers, because it wouldn't happen with all those volunteers sitting a 3-hour shift in a home.
Right.
Yeah.
As a commitment.
Yeah.
Going on the tour, all those people that did that, it was amazing to see them walking, and our weather couldn't have been better yesterday.
We ordered it.
It was.
Did.
Now, if that could have been there for the Christmas tree lighting, we have a beautiful tree out here, and we're gonna do better next year lighting the tree, but that tree is beautiful. There's a live bird in there already. It has life in it. It has beautiful lights, and we're gonna continue to improve that. One of the things that also happened this year, but we didn't advertise it, there was a mini parade down Mama Street with Santa in a sleigh that left from the tree and went to the party. And all the kids were there and got their pictures with Santa Claus in the sleigh. It's exciting. It's something that was really cool, and we're going to build on it. With that, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry,
Julie.
Julie.
I see Aaron sitting out there, and I'm so excited to welcome you on this board, starting in January. It'll be awesome. Thank you, that's it.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Let's call the roll.
Oh, Commissioner Rickton,
Yes.
Commissioner Radwanski.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith-Morrow.
Yes.
Mayor Gadoli.
Yes, and thank you all for being here. Have a good night.